Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your families, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 143. Available now. Yo! Whether you're watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? What up, underworld? I just watched Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. It is the sequel to 1988's Beetlejuice. It is starring Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, Justin Theroux, Willem Dafoe, Jenna Ortega, and Monica Bellucci. It is directed by Tim Burton, who, if I have my numbers in order, this is the 20th movie that he has directed. So bear with me. Let's see if I can rock all 20 of these. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, Batman Returns, Ed Wood, Mars Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, Planet of the Apes, Big Fish, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Corpse Bride, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, Alice in Wonderland, Dark Shadows, Frankenweenie, Big Eyes, I'm blanking. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Dumbo, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Suck it. Obviously, I think this one covers real time in the gap in between movies. Obviously, Lydia has... See, if you haven't seen the trailer, I don't want to talk about any specific plot points, because it's highly, this is truly one of the last, maybe 5 highly anticipated releases of the year. What else is there? Joker, Gladiator. Some people might be looking forward to Moana, Wicked, and then the Lord of the Rings animated movie. I don't know. But Lydia and her stepmom, Catherine O'Hara, Delia, her daughter, Astrid, Jenna Ortega, are at a place in their life 36 years since the first encounter with Beetlejuice. But they obviously get put in a position to where they have to cross paths with him again. PSA, public service announcement, before I get into my thoughts. If you have children and you want to go to the theater and you willingly, knowingly, voluntarily take your kids knowing that they will not cooperate and watch the movie, you are a trash person. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you are so inconsiderate that you will take your loud ass, non-behaving ass fucking kids to a public place. You should be banned from going to the movies, even when you're by yourself or with another adult. Fuck you. People don't pay admission to listen to your loud ass fucking kids for 2 hours. As I said, highly anticipated. Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, all coming back to the classic, 36-year-old classic, just kooky, creepy, spooky, gothic. It's everything Tim Burton. If, I'm telling you, bro, if you don't automatically think Edward Scissorhands when you think Tim Burton, you think Beetlejuice. And this is a movie that we never thought would get made. For how long throughout the 90s and maybe even the 2000s was it rumored that the sequel was going to be Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian or some shit? I whispered to my wife, probably didn't whisper, somebody probably heard me tell her this fun fact of history. In 88, Michael Keaton played Beetlejuice. In 89, he played Batman. In 23, he played Batman. In 24, he played Beetlejuice. Shit is just dope irony to me. And Michael Keaton still has it. He's like 73 now, and he's still fucking cooking. Obviously, Michael Keaton in the scene was the best parts of the whole movie. The deets stuff was good. I didn't think any of the Justin Theroux stuff was necessary. He played his character unlikable. He was supposed to. He did his job. It just wasn't something that this movie needed. And this movie had like 20 subplots. Like, belated sequels, especially in the comedy genre, can be dog shit. See Dumb and Dumber, see Hot Tub Time Machine, see Zoolander. This is not one of those. This is, it is, convoluted isn't the right word. There are just too many things going on, and there could have been some fat trimmed. There's a subplot with the Jenna Ortega character. There's a subplot with the Monica Bellucci character. And while they're both interesting, I thought that they were wrapped up. Both of them were wrapped up entirely too quickly and cleanly. There's a subplot with the Willem Dafoe character, and it's like Tim Burton must have been like the last like GOAT director that Willem Dafoe needed to work with on his like bingo card or some shit, because he's chewing the scenery, having so much fun. He's also a useless character, but he's just so fucking out there and goofy that I didn't mind him. It was cool to revisit with these characters. If you've seen the trailer, you know what happens to one character, and that character doesn't just go away after the trailer scene, and the explanation is hysterical. Like, I either looked like an asshole or just a fucking weirdo laughing at the explanation for that character's involvement. You feel me? Like, there are very cool visual effects. Like, it sticks to what the first movie did as far as like claymation and models, and the practical effects of this movie are just like the first one, and it plays. There's one scene that is clearly and obviously CGI, but I feel like that scene paid homage to the original in a way that was very clever. There are references, and nostalgia is all over this movie. This movie could have been called Nostalgia, and it still would have hit. It's just, there are just little lines of dialogue thrown in there that answer questions, and it was cool. We didn't need a big drawn out scene taking up extra 5-10 minutes of the runtime to like flashback or whatever. It was done clean. My thing about this is just what I said. Too many subplots and too clean of resolutions with those subplots. Like, all the performances were good. Every performance knocked it out of the park. It's kind of just the writing that took me out of it at times, and the loud ass, inconsiderate piece of shit audience members. Like legit, bro. Like, kids were running around like it was a playground. But it's like, if I'm the dude that checks the parent, then what? But I'm also not missing a part of the movie to go snitch, so I'm just eating it. I don't know. It's like I said, Michael Keaton is 73, still killing it, still money, still giving it his all. Like, one of my favorite actors of all time. We can't wait another 36 years to do Beetlejuice. If we're going to do the third movie, because this movie is going to do gangbusters at the box office. This is the freshest. This is the most anticipated movie since Deadpool and Wolverine. Period. It's going to make money. If Warner Brothers is going to greenlight a third movie, it needs to happen within, I would say, 3 or 4 years. So, I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. So with all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is almost dope. Have you seen Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I feel like it's been forever since I've reviewed a movie. But I reviewed The Crow 2 weeks ago. The week before that, I reviewed Alien Romulus. Check those out. Next weekend, I hope to watch and review The Killer's Game. I have a business meeting on Friday, so I'm just not going to go see Speak No Evil. And then the weekend after that, I believe Transformers 1 comes out. Be on the lookout for all of that, man. Rec League Podcast, episode 143. We reacted to the summer as a whole. It was a fun discussion. It was a long discussion. Check it all out, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.